Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Recovery Lab TV. My name is Chris. I'm your coach and sports therapist, and welcome to our Wednesday morning recovery session. Today, it's all about the opposite end of training, okay? That stuff that often we neglect to do, neglect to mention, neglect to incorporate into our kind of everyday lives, let alone training, all right? So it's all about some breath work to kind of get that neurological and that mind and body connected. It's about yoga-based movements, so flexibility, mobility, embodying that into our kind of daily practices and a part of our training. So if we typically miss it, okay, today's the one to get into and have this guidance that will help you and help kind of gain an understanding of why you're doing what you're doing, okay? So if it's your first time on the channel, say hello in the comment section, subscribe, become a part of the community and family, and you're more than welcome. I hope you're having an amazing morning so far, and I hope you're having a lovely week so far. Well done to everyone who's done last night's walk bike session and the upper body and lower body strength session so far this week. We've got our recovery session today, and then we go into our prehab and walk bike the rest of the week, okay? So things you're going to need are a big open space, a yoga or exercise mat, okay? If you can and you have them, okay, some yoga blocks. If you don't, then don't worry. But if you have some kind of raised kind of items that you could use that will give you a little bit of stability, take some of the pressure off. Some of you may need them for to reduce the stretch. Some of you may want to stand on them or raise your hands on them to increase the stretch. It's completely up to you and depending on each movement as we go through, okay? Another thing you're going to need is a yoke strap, okay? All it does is kind of allows you to attach it to your feet, and allow you to kind of increase that stretch as you pull upon that lever, okay? So if you don't have one of those, grab yourself a towel. A little sweat towel like this is just as good, where you can tie it and pull up. Or you could use a hand towel, beach towel, sweat towel like I did, a belt, dog lead, whatever you have in the house available, okay? So with all that being said and done, what we're going to do is wind back, okay, jump on our mats and get going, all right? So when you're ready. So if you can, from there you're going to gently just sit down like this if you can, right? If it's too much because you have knee problems, weakness in the knees, tightness in the knees, and it's way too much, just lift yourself up a little and just try and hold that position using an object like a sofa or chair or whatever. And if it's way too much, just sit cross-legged or legs extended. Just make sure that spine is nice and straight above here, okay? So good morning, how are we doing? So from there, what you're going to do, I like to hold this position. I like to come up and out, okay? Draw the shoulders back. And what I'm going to ask you to do is just gently close your eyes for me if you can. Focus on your breathing. Take a big deep breath in through the nose. Trying to breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold for 1. And then breathe out for 4 to 6 seconds. Nice and steady. So it's in for the nose and gently out the mouth, nice and easy. Just focus on the movement, just focus on releasing any of that stress, that tension, that anxiety. Just relax as much as you can. Good, nice and easy. One more. Good. From there, taking your knees as wide as your mat, holding that position for a second. Take a big deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, reach with your hands, keeping your hips by your heels, walking your hands as far as you possibly can. Big stretch out. Big deep breath, nice and steady.
Sit nice and relaxed, nice and steady. Keep walking your hands forward if you can. Keep your hips low, keep them down. Good. From there, gently coming back up if you can.
Try and keep your knees nice and wide, but close your eyes, okay? From there, hold it on to the left side of your chin. Okay, you're going to draw it over towards the right side with the hand. Take a big deep breath and guiding it into that stretch so you can feel that all down the side of your neck, potentially. So focusing on the breath, gently coming over the other side. Again, guiding it over with the hand if you can. Good, nice and easy. Good. From there, bring your chin to your chest, but draw your shoulders back at the same time if you can. Good. From there, sliding forward again.
Walking those hands as far as you can. Taking a big deep breath. Good. From there, coming up, rounding the back as much as you can, pushing that chest away from the floor. You're going to allow your hips to roll forward, your chest to come down, press the floor, and then press away. Extending the neck as tall as you can as you hold in that position. You should feel the abs lengthen, you should feel the shoulders extend, and then it's back down. Big push back into that seated position there. Big stretch, and then coming back up, curving that back as much as you can, pressing the chest away from the floor, coming all the way over, down, and a solid press away. Really trying to get the flexibility into the spine. Good, Jen, come back down again. Big press back. Big lengthen, stretching those shoulders, those lats. Much as you can, big press away as you curve the spine. Come all the way over, back down.
Big press away, good job. Good, from there, planting the toes down. Okay, you're going to lift the hips,
taking the hands a little further forward. Okay, drawing the hips up and back as you draw the chest down towards the floor. Trying to bring your heels down to the floor if you can, and then those knees back as far as you can. Good. Coming back. Slowly coming down. Halfway and hold. 3, 2, 1. Chest to the floor.
big press up. Good. From there, coming up and back.
Stretching those hands out as much as you can. From there, you're going to lift up your right hand, slide it underneath your left, dropping the shoulder down, making sure the palm is facing towards the sky. Stretching as much as you can. So good. Swap inside. And over and through. So big deep breaths. Good. Coming back up into the middle. Stretching those hands as wide as your yoga mat. From there, coming up with the right hand, coming over the left this time. Stretching that side, those obliques. Sinking the hips down as much as you can. Good. Swap the sides. Sit. Big deep breaths. Good. Back in the middle if you can, one more time. Big stretch out, walking those hands as far away as you can. So big draw up, all the way over, back down, big proud chest, press it away. From there, planting those feet down again, lifting up the hips, walking the hands a little further away. Try to separate the toes and drive down the heels if you can. Good. From there, back into a press up position. From there, bring your feet together. Lift up your left foot if you can. You're going to try and bring them in line with your wrists. Okay, keeping your back knee off the floor just like mine. Okay, you're going to extend that inside arm. You're going to rotate round to the back. Looking towards the fingertips. Best as you can. That's it. Nice and easy. Big deep breaths. Good. Gently coming back around. This time dropping the back knee down. Taking a big deep breath in. Gently breathe it out. And from there, then rotate. Good. Coming back around. Okay. From there, if you can, you're going to draw it down onto your outside elbow and then on the inside elbow. Now, if you struggle with this exercise, what I'd recommend is grabbing your yoga blocks if you can, and I'll show you how to set those up. Okay, so depending on how much you struggle, you can either use this side, or the flat side. It's completely up to you, but you're gonna draw the back knee back. Okay, bring those in line with your shoulder and in line with the heel, and then just gently draw the blocks down. So it's just like that. That way your back is nice and level, nice and easy. Good. Big deep breaths. Keep drawing the hip down if you can. Good. From there, placing that inside hand on the back of your head. Okay. Gently rotating around. Again, looking towards the sky if you can. Big deep breaths. So good. Gently coming back around. From there, going back into this position, holding it as best as you can. Trying to draw that hip down as much as you can. Feel it on the inside thigh. Breathing it away. Gently coming up. From there, you're going to come up with the back knee. You're going to step back. Hold it there for a second. And then step forward with that right leg. Keep holding it there if you can. Adjusting your blocks so they're still underneath your shoulder. Okay, from here, that inside arm again, rotating it all the way around. Good. From there, gently coming around like so. Dropping that back knee down, holding that position for a sec. Breathing it in, nice and gently. Good, big deep breaths. From there, placing the elbows on your blocks or the floor, depending on what's best for you. So, keeping that big toe glued to the floor, the heel glued to the floor, separating those toes as much as you can. From there, you're going to place your hand on the back of your head, rotating around as much as you can. Good. That's it. Big deep breaths. Nice and easy. That's it. Gently coming back around. Set yourself up into that position. Big deep breaths. Try and realign that foot if you can. Good. Gently coming up. Nice and tall. Lifting your foot up. That knee off the floor. Stepping back into a press up position. Okay, from here, you're going to drop your knees down. Stretch it back as much as you can. Sinking those heels down, hips into your heels if you can. And those arms nice and straight, reaching as far forward as you can. Now, if you have these blocks, try and place your hands on the blocks, and then if you can, try and make those blocks as big as you can. Good. From there, carefully place the blocks out to the side. Okay, what you're going to do is extend one leg out to the side, one leg in to the middle. You're going to draw down deep as you can, sinking that hand underneath, that shoulder down, feeling it in the inner thigh, the hip, and potentially the back. Good. From there, gently coming up, nice and tall, placing your hand in the middle, your left hand coming around the back with your right, facing towards the ceiling. Good, coming back through, this time sliding it down, tapping it down, pausing a second, then coming right the way around, stretching it, and keep going. Flowing from one position to the other, just keep focusing on that last 10% of the movement. Good, coming back to the start. From there, swapping legs. Bring that foot out to the side if you can. You're going to walk your right hand far away. Your left hand is going to come in the middle. And you're going to drop that shoulder down as best as you can. Stretching out that leg. You're going to feel it on your inner thigh, your shoulder, your back, and potentially your groin. So a big deep breath. So from there, coming up nice and tall, into the middle, then rotating around as best you can, pausing at the top. Big deep breath. Good, gently coming around, sliding underneath, tapping down, pausing for a second, and then gently moving around, stretching, focus on that last 5 to 10%, and then come back through. So big deep breath. That's the one. Good job. Keep it up. Keep it going. Good. Gently coming back. Back in the middle. Stretching it down as much as you can. Walking those hands as far forward as possible. Take a big deep breath in. And then as you breathe it out, come up, rounding that back, coming all the way over to the front, and then press it away. From there, Placing those feet down, walking the hands further away, drawing the hips up and back. Sit, big deep breath. Sit, pressing your feet together if you can. Crescent position, sliding your left knee forward, your right leg back if you can. If you need to, slide this underneath your hip at the back. You've got to keep that hip nice and level. You're going to try and imagine you've got a bar going through the middle. If you don't need the block, by all means don't use it. Okay, but you're going to come down as much as you can, bringing your chest to your knee, stretching out just like so. Sit, big deep breath. Good. From there, lifting up your right hand, sliding it underneath your left, dropping the shoulder down. Try to keep the hips level if you can. Embrace the stretch in the glutes and the outer thigh. Big deep breath. Nice and easy. Nice and steady. Good. Gently coming back in the middle. So coming up nice and tall, keeping the hip down. Press it away, curving the back as much as you can. Nice tall, proud chest. Draw the shoulders down and back if you can. Good. From there, bringing your hands forward, coming up and drawing up and back with that leg. Keeping the hips as level as you can. Staying as strong as you can. Good. Gently bring it down. Slide it forward with the right leg. Slide it back with the left. Bringing those hands out forward. Chest to thigh if you can. Good. Big deep breaths. Nice and easy, nice and gentle. From there, lifting up the left arm. Okay, sliding it underneath the right, dropping the shoulder down if you can. Looking towards your fingertips. Big deep breaths. Try and embrace that stretch as much as you can. Sit nice and gentle. Taking your time. Good. From there, sliding that hand out to the front. Good. Gently coming up, tall as you can.
Pressing away if you can. Big deep breaths. So from there, place those hands forward, come up a little, rock up, lean back, keeping those hips as level as you can. Good. Gently coming back into that press up position, slowly lowering yourself down to the floor, and then a big press up, nice and tall. So coming back, stretching out as much as you can with those arms. And coming up from there, if you can, grab your straps, place them by the side of you if you can. From there, you're going to stretch those arms out into a T shape, just like so, lifting up your left leg, hold it on to the outer thigh, okay? It's not the knee joint, it's the outer thigh, just under the knee joint, if you will, coming over the top. From there, allow the rotation in the hip. You're going to try your best to keep your left shoulder down, okay? So depending on if you can do that, will depend on how far you draw that knee down to the floor. It's always shoulder first, then knee, okay? So big deep breaths, taking it easy, nice and gentle. Sit it nice and relaxed. Sit nice and steady. Keep stretching out that chest, that shoulder as you rotate. From there, you're going to come back into the middle. Same leg is up. This time, same hand is holding down towards the ankle. You're pulling down towards the floor. Keeping both shoulders on the floor if you can. So big deep breaths. So from there, shake it out. Lengthen that leg. Then as you do so, you're going to bring it in to your chest. You're going to cup it on the shin. And you're going to lift up towards the thigh, making sure that your right leg is nice and straight, toes underneath, facing the ceiling as you do it. Good. From there, if you can, gently relax the leg, place your strap on top of onto the ankle if you can. You're gonna stretch your leg out. From there, lifting it up nice and tall. Gonna draw it across the body, just like so. Having the strap underneath you, just like that. Big deep breaths. So the main focus on this one is your shoulders. Keeping it up as tall as you can. And then stretching that leg out. Nice and tall. That's it. From there, swapping sides, lifting it all the way over. Stretching that leg out as much as you can. Using the straps or towels to help you. Keeping both legs straight as possible. Gluing the shoulders down if you can. Good. From there, a little bit taller if you can. Good. Gently shake it out. From there, lengthening your body as much as you can. Bring your feet together. Fan your arms around the top. All the way right above you. Lengthening that body as much as you can. Put your toes away. Stretch your arms away if you can. Curve your back. So the only thing that should be on the floor is your heels, hips, shoulders, and fingertips right at the top. Good, gently coming around. From there, what you're going to do is take the strap off this one, place it on the opposite one, okay? For now, put it to the side. Stretch that leg out, okay? Lift it up. Nice little right angle. Left hand on the outside thigh. Rotate the hip. Stretching your right hand out. Gluing the shoulder down. And then getting that stretch in the back of the pelvis. That's it. Big deep breath. That's it. Big deep breaths. Keep relaxing. Nice and steady. That's it. From there, coming up and over onto the opposite side. Just like so. Draw it down. That's it. Big deep breath. From there, gently relaxing. Take your leg out tall. From there, draw it in. Holding onto the shin. Drawing it to the shoulder. Lifting up the shoulder to the knee. Making sure your left leg, the knee, the toe is all facing up towards the sky. Drawing in as much as you can. Squeezing it against the chest. Big deep breath. Good. From there, stretching out. Lift it up nice and tall. Drawing it over the top. Again, holding it as much as you can. As tall as you can.
it. Good. From there, rotating onto the opposite side. Keeping the leg as straight as you possibly can. Big deep breaths. Nice and gentle. Good. Gently bring it down towards the middle. From there, pointing your toes, bringing your arms around the top, planting those arms as much as you can. Big, powerful stretch. Bring your knees off the floor, lower back off the floor, lengthening that body as much as you can as you stretch out. Big, deep breaths. Good. Bring it back around, sitting up nice and tall. Taking the strap off your leg. Spinning around. From there, you're going to bring your feet together, like so. Nice proud chest, holding onto your toes, drawing it in as much as you can. Puffing that chest out. Great effort. That's it, big deep breaths. And shake it out. Have an amazing day, guys. Take care. Hope you have a lovely one. Hope you enjoyed today's session. So let me know how you're doing in the comment section. If you can, give the video a little thumbs up. Let me know how you found it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you feel a little bit looser, a little bit more relaxed, a little bit calmer, because life can be stressful. All right. So thank you very much. You take care, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow for our upper body prehab. Okay, keep working on that upper body thoracic. Okay, that shoulder mobility is going to take the stress off our lower backs, and in turn make us much more functional and less likely to have any pain or injuries. All right. So hope you have a lovely one. I'll see you soon. Take care. Have a nice day. Get outside. Enjoy the sunshine. All right. See you soon.